Hello everyone, Spider Gamer here once again. Hi. This time it has not been a while because it is currently Sunday. Yay! I'm recording this ahead of time because, well, I have a lot of stuff to do this whole week. But don't worry, okay, it's not too late today. And also I have some gaming to do after this, after recording this. Because if I don't play after recording, I won't be able to play for the entire week. And I can't do that. Okay, I can't leave my husband behind. My husband, Flins, needs me, okay? I swear this new Not Cry just released and I already got like 55. I already got 55 Lunoculuses. I don't know. I have no self-control. Oh my god. But all is well. And also I completely forgot to mention this. I didn't say anything about it in the other video because I literally recorded it the day before it happened. So yeah, but now that it has already happened and I can talk about it, I am so happy that that Brazil's ex-president was sent to jail. Oh my god, yes, finally. Oh my god, he sucks. I hate him. Oh my god, I am so happy that we finally got the justice we deserve. And to all the people who suck up to him saying, oh my god, this is so not fair. Yeah, no, it really wasn't fair. He deserved way more than 26 years. You're lucky he got away with just 26 years in jail. Also, I think he's not allowed to run for president for 8 more years after. So yeah, no, I am so happy. I am so happy. Woohoo! Ziu. I'm so happy. Anyways, with all that out of the way, I thought that this week, since last Reddit video we saw r/NotHowGirlsWork, this week we could take a look into r/NotHowGuysWork. And because we believe in equality in this household, okay? And since we're looking into that, I must say I don't really have any experience with men, I'd say. Like, I don't have any male siblings. I don't have siblings, full stop, but like I don't have any male siblings, and I don't have a boyfriend. So like the closest male figure to me right now is my father. So like, yeah, I don't really have much experience with guys. So I hope you can learn a lot in this video. But I do have common sense. It might not seem like it, but I do. So yeah, the basics I'm pretty sure I know. So let's learn together in this video. And if any guys are watching in the audience, and if I get something wrong, please tell me, because I would love to learn. With that out of the way, let's start with the memes. And I am so sorry for how this is gonna start, but right off the bat, we got why do females expect us to wash our backsides? Real men don't touch their backside hole. I had girlfriend try to shame me because she said she could smell doo-doo when we were in bed, and I explained why. I don't even wipe my backside with toilet paper because I'm not gay. And no, a lot of people who don't. Real men have skid marks, and it is nothing to be embarrassed of. First off, no, get out, get out, get out, get out of here, get out of my house. No. If I see a single skid mark in my house, you are getting kicked out immediately. You hear me? Immediately. You are a grown man. You should know how to wipe your butt. Okay? You should know how to wipe your butt. This is a matter of basic hygiene. I'm trying my best to be understanding in this video. I really am. But this is a line you do not cross. Okay? Get your filthy butt off of my house. It is, okay, first off, there's nothing wrong with being gay. Okay. Second, it's not gay to wipe your butt. It is a matter of basic hygiene, and you are disgusting if you don't do that. Disgusting. Disgusting, I say. Oh my god, no. I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god. That is utterly disgusting. Yeah, no. Real men know how to wipe their butt. Real men know how to wipe their butt. Okay? And yeah, no, I think first off, I would never date someone who doesn't wipe their butt. Okay? But if I was dating someone and the person started not wiping their butt anymore, I would take them to the tank with their dirty underwear stained with poo-poo. Okay? I'm not gonna curse in this video. I promised I wouldn't curse in this video. Their dirty underwear stained with poo-poo. And they're gonna hand wash that stuff until the stain comes out. I'm not touching that thing. They are hand washing that thing until the stain is off, until it is squeaky clean. And if it's not squeaky clean, they're going at it again. Okay? We are educating people by force. Usually gentle is best, but hygiene? You are a grown man. You should have basic hygiene. Okay, now that all my anger is out, let's be very nice and understanding for the rest of the video. But oh my god, do not come at me with dirty underwear. Oh my god, no. Whew. Okay.
Sexism against men doesn't exist. I know because I've tried to create it my entire life.
Girly pop, I promised I would not swear in this video. I promised. You're making it so hard to keep that promise. Screw off, please. First off, sexism doesn't just, what's the word? Sexism isn't bad just for women. It's also bad towards men. It also harms men because it creates horrible gender roles that are forced onto people and that are very much unhealthy. It is so unhealthy, the toxic masculine roles that have been formed in society and that are pushed onto young boys. It is so toxic. It is so unhealthy. And honestly, it worries me so much that this is what today's boys are growing up with. I call it over motherly instincts or something. But oh my god, I wish I could raise everybody. I wish I could just raise everybody so that nobody would have this stuff forced onto them. Oh my god. It is terrifying. It is so terrifying that young kids are being taught these things. And honestly, I really, it's sad. And then people like this girl, who clearly don't really know what they're talking about, keep spouting nonsense like this. And why would you try to create something bad for someone? Why would you actively try to harm people? That is such a messed up thing to say. And oh my god, sexism harms everyone, not just girls. Mainly girls, but not just girls.
Will I still grow up after 15? Male. My mom is 5'9" and my dad is 6'1". I turned 15 in May and I am currently 5'9.5". Last year I was 5'8" and I'm afraid I will stop growing and not reach 6 feet or above. Am I being paranoid? Extra details, I'm 185 pounds, strong build with medium muscle tone.
That voice probably did not fit at all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the 15-year-old boys out there. I'm so sorry. This is what you sound like now. And this person says,
If you only grow up 1 inch in the last year, you're probably done. If you have hair extending out to your upper thighs, you are done. If you only have a very little hair, you are having growth failure and need to see your pediatrician and then a pediatric endocrinologist ASAP.
okay, I'm not very well versed in guy anatomy, but I'm pretty sure this is nonsense. People have different levels of hair. That's a thing. People have different levels of hair. It's not a one size fits all for everybody. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm mistaken, but like I'm pretty sure guys start their growth spurt at 15, right? Or is it before? I'm pretty sure it's at 15. Because I remember going to the doctor and the doctor was like, yeah, no, guys start their growth spurt at 15. I think they said that, I'm not sure, but I think they did. But you're gonna stop growing at around 12. From 8 to 12, girls grow up usually. And I kept growing a little bit after 12. So yeah, people have different stages they stop at, but I'm pretty sure guys either grow up from 15 to 18 or from like 13 to 15. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure it's from 15. So yeah, no, you're probably good, dude. You're probably good. Also, nothing wrong with being below 6 foot. It's completely fine. The average male height in my country is very much below 6 feet. And I am very much taller than the average male height in my country, and I am not 6 foot. So, yeah, nothing wrong, dude. Just nothing wrong, really. But then someone corrects him. The commenter belongs in r/confidently wrong. everyone matures differently. Adult men have all ranges of body hair, and generally speaking, everyone matures at a different rate. There are all kinds of circumstances, biology, environment, and nutrition, etc., all affect a person's growth. It's not an exact science like you're making it out. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say at the start. Read about tenor stages, bone age, and the correspondence between them and the end of growth. Dude, oh no. Dude. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay. Let's just move on.
There's a trend, and I think I've only seen it in the last 5 to 6 years of grown men crying when they see their bride walking down the aisle. I have to say it is extremely gay. Men should not cry at such things. It should be reserved for extreme moments of pain, example, death.
Okay, for starters, number 1, once again, nothing wrong with being gay. Second point, how is it gay to be married to a woman? It's really not gay to marry a woman. And you're talking about seeing their bride walking down the aisle. Yeah, it's not gay to marry a woman, okay? Unless you're a woman, then it's very gay. But we're talking about men in this video. We're talking about men. Okay. Third, what do you mean men shouldn't cry aside from pain and death? Do you not want them to have emotions? Do you want them to be feelingless robots? Are you just looking for an AI boyfriend at this point? Because humans have emotions, humans express those emotions, and it is very much healthy to cry, okay? It is very healthy to cry. I've cried like 5 times the past 2 days. It is extremely healthy to cry, okay? If you're feeling it all bottled inside, just let it out. Let it out. Find a very nice song that makes you want to just tear up. Listen to it on loop and just let it out. Let it out. Find like a movie that is very touching. Play it. Just let it out. It is so healing. It is so nice to just everything that's bottled inside and you can't keep it in there anymore because you're gonna explode if it stays in there. It's so nice to just let it out. It's so cathartic. Yeah. So don't listen to this. Don't listen to this girl, Mega. Who cares about Mega? Mega's wrong. Mega's very wrong. She has a blue check mark on Twitter. Of course she's wrong. But yeah. She's very, very wrong. Don't listen to her. And oh my god, pain and death. You're only. How are you gonna cry when you're dead? How are you gonna cry when you're dead? Huh. Weird. Okay. Anyways, men should be allowed to cry whenever, because it's a basic human emotion, and men are humans too. I didn't think this would be a controversial take, but I guess men being human is a controversial take, unfortunately. And don't get me wrong, like, I will I will talk badly about men, okay? I'll also talk badly about women. I talk badly about people because, believe it or not, anyone, regardless of their gender, can be a bad person. Anybody, regardless of their gender, can be a total pain. Okay? So instead of saying men can't do this, men can't do that, women can't do this, women can't do that, let's just not, please. Okay. I did not think I was gonna make a video defending men, but here we are. Are you a girl's girl? No, I'm a people, but like, I do tend more towards girls, so in a way I kind of am a girl's girl, but I try my best to be neutral towards people regardless of their gender, and to only speak on factual things, not take on any biases. I have to be completely honest here. I do have a bit of a negative bias towards men, because throughout my early years, I had a lot of very not so great experiences with guys. Pretty much, I've always been taller than the guys in my classes when I was a little toddler, and they did not like that. They did not like that at all. So guys would very much pick on me, and I guess I just grew a negative bias towards guys. So even nowadays, like, I try my best to be as nice and polite to everyone, no discrimination at all, but I do find it a little more difficult for me to befriend and talk to casually with guys than girls. So but I'm working very hard to let go of that bias. I recently, well, very not that recent, but like after I finished high school, my main group of friends from high school ended up being just guys. So like I think I'm growing. And yeah, no, they're very fun. They're very silly. Don't get me wrong, they are very, very silly, but they are fun, and we all have fun. So yeah, I'm trying my best to not be biased towards guys. And also, just remembered here, when I was in England, when I was little, there was these two really cool dudes. I'm not gonna dox them, okay? So I won't say their names, but they were very, very nice, very, very nice in class. And we had this friend group that was primarily girls, but there were these two guys that hung out with us a lot, and they were so nice and they were so gentle. And honestly, shout out to these two dudes, and for more guys like that, for more guys that hang around the girls and play along with them, because it was so nice. More guys should be like that. Yeah, they were so cool, so nice, so cool. If I have a boy when I grow up, as if I'm not grown up. Okay, when like I get older and I have a kid, if my kid turns out to be a boy, I really, really hope they grow up to be as wonderful as those two boys were. Yeah. Right, yes. Back to the memes. Sorry for deviating so much. We have this post. Someone gathered a bunch of these, and I thought it made a lot of sense to say them in order. So here we go. We have this comic from Blobby and Friends. I love Blobby and Friends. They're so cool. I love them so much. I love their comics. So we got the dudes crying at the movies. as one should, honestly. There's not a single movie I go to that I'm not crying. Everybody should be able to cry at the movies. It's so cool. It's so good to just let it out and nobody can see you. It's great.
Are you seriously crying? Why are you, a grown man, crying? It's so lame, babe. Men are supposed to be strong, dependable ones. Oh my god, why are you always so close back to me?
That's what you get. That's what you get. Yeah. Normalize people crying, regardless of their gender. It's okay to cry. It is very much human to cry. And, yeah, no, if you teach them young to not cry because it's not manly to cry, they're gonna grow up emotionally stunted. I saw this term online. It's emotionally constipated. And I thought it was so funny. But yeah, they're gonna grow up emotionally constipated if you don't teach them to let it out. And that is so unhealthy. That is so unhealthy. You should really raise your kids teaching them to deal with their emotions in a very healthy way, okay? And don't shame people for crying. That is so weird. You are so weird for that. Don't do that. Ugh, you're so cringe for shaming people for crying. Oh my god, so cringe. I don't believe in bullying, but I think I would bully someone that bullies others for crying. Like, someone's bullying another person for crying, saying, oh my god, that's so lame. I'd be like, oh no, you're so lame. You're so lame for saying that. Oh my god, you're so cringe. Stop saying other people are lame and cringe. You are cringe. You're so cringe. Anyways, and please normalize men crying from Lobby and Friends. And some person with only half a brain cell available says,
women are not the boys that beat you up in grade school and called you soft. I know you get them confused a lot and ascribe to women that the boys that ostracized you did, but they're not.
Okay, and not only guys beat up other kids and call them soft. Okay, I've seen girls do that. And to be fair, my faith in humanity is pretty much oscillating between 0 and just a little bit of hope constantly, because I've seen both sides be terrible people. I've been bullied by both genders. I don't think I've ever been bullied by a non-binary person. So, yeah, no, non-binaries already still have my faith in humanity, but I've been bullied by both guys and girls. Okay, both of them are very mean and can very much emotionally scar you for life. Just because they're not physically beating you doesn't mean they're not emotionally scarring you for life. And girls can physically beat you too. Just saying, okay? And yeah, no. There's no thing like, oh, girls aren't the ones saying men are lame for crying. There are a lot of girls who are. Not all girls. Just like not all men. Okay. Girly pops, let's not shame men for crying, please. Let's not shame people for crying in general. That's so cringe. And the user said, meanwhile, and this other image. The way our culture treats boys sickens me. I had an 11-year-old boy in my room to have blood drawn today. He was crying, not bawling or throwing a fit, just a few nervous tears. Understandable, little dude, understandable. I too cry when getting my blood removed. I think I have some kind of phobia. Not phobia, but I have a strong aversion to anything piercing my skin. Anything sharp going near my skin? Nah. I can see the needles and stuff fine, just fine, when they're not close to my skin. When they're close to my skin, I get an irrational fear. I think I have a phobia of sharp things close to my skin. And I also have, confirmedly, a phobia of blood in movement. Exclusively when blood is moving, I am terrified. I am terrified and I am extremely nauseous. I get really nauseous with blood in general, with gore, basically, but I have extreme nausea towards blood and movement. I hate it. So I can definitely understand the 11-year-old boy crying because he was getting his blood drawn. I too cry, little bro, I'm with you. Okay, just picture Spider-Man right beside you saying, "You got this, buddy, you got this." And half your fear is gonna go away. The other half, you can deal with it. but the first half, Spider-Man will take care of you. Don't worry. His guardian kept telling him to man up and stop asking like a sissy. Then she threatened to record him crying to show it to all his friends, which made him cry more. I told her we had a strict no recording / photo policy, and she got mad at me for ruining the joke. When this woman went to the bathroom, I told the kid it was okay to express his emotions however he needed to, and even grown men are scared of needles. That everyone is scared of something, and he was brave for doing it, even though he was scared. Stop telling boys they aren't really boys for expressing emotion. You know why women and femmes have to fear violent men? Because of this stuff that represses boys and men. Crying doesn't make you weak. Fear doesn't make you weak. But berating a child for showing those things make you one weak adult. Preach, sister, preach! That's right. I agree with everything said here. I have nothing else to add. Really, that's it. Yeah. Repressed emotions make one very scary adult. So, don't teach kids to repress their emotions. Yeah. Men get aroused by seeing the holes in walls. No amount of covering will change that. And when a woman is covered, then she is leaving a lot to the imagination of man. Cover, don't cover, creeps will always creep. Well, I do agree that creeps will always creep, regardless of what you are wearing. So don't blame the girl for wearing clothes. The idea that men will be aroused by anything is so degrading to men. Like, what are men? Animal? I mean, everybody's an animal, but like, we're all from the Animalia kingdom. But like, they're not irrational. Don't patronize men like that. Like, a lot of guys benefit from this irrationalization of men, but like we really shouldn't irrationalize men. Men are rational. Men are rational. They are humans. Humans are rational. Believe it or not, we are rational. Okay, humans are supposed to be rational at least. And just saying that they're dumb and stupid, and it's just okay. Don't take out the mental agency of people. Okay, don't just say they're gonna be stupid like that. Because they're not. People are people. Okay, regardless of their gender. And some people are different. People are different from each other. That's just thing. Also, men will be aroused by seagulls. Some men are on the asexuality spectrum. What then? Huh? What then? Tell me. Well, they just remember cheese because it has holes in cheese, and they will get really excited because they want to eat cheese. Honestly, actually, that's the kind of logic I would have. I'm getting hungry. I'm all out of cheese. God damn it. Still, okay, back on track. Funny reminder, I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, okay? You can't tell me I have ADHD if I never get diagnosed. Don't worry, I'm looking into a diagnosis. But still, okay, back on track. Some men are asexual, some men are on the asexuality spectrum. And saying that covering up leaves a lot to the imagination. Women really can't win, huh? Women really can't win, because if you're covered up, they're like, oh, but you leave a lot to the imagination. If you're not covered up, they're like, oh my god, you're showing skin. Women can't catch a break, huh? Wow. Damn. Okay. Sorry, I get heated. Basically, you're wrong. That's it. Women be like,
I love men. They're so special and unique. I could never live without them.
girly pop, you can live without them. Just saying, you can live without men. And you can live without women too. You can live without people. Oh, not completely isolated from society, but like, don't depend on people depending on their gender. That is not very healthy. Going back to the post. Meanwhile, men are deciding which of the 3 strict animal categories women they meet belong to. Pets, companionship, beast burden, labor, or consumption, reproduction, and femicide. Okay. I am going to explode this dude with my head. I'm going to visualize. Okay. ASMR time. I am going to visualize this dude's head and explode it with my mind. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom! There, I exploded his head with my mind. So, first off, you're a horrible person. Second, this is such a disservice to men. I am offended for men on this thing. Okay, not to take on other people's burdens as my own, but like, I am very offended for men in this, because wow, dude really did y'all dirty. Like, oh no, we are such scumbags as a whole that we can only see people for companionship, for the labor they provide to us, and for what we can consume from them. One of those things being violence. Oh my god, this is just messed up, and this person needs to be studied. This person needs to be locked up in a mental asylum and studied. Okay, this is the kind of messed up stuff that should not be coming out of people's mouths. Oh my god. Okay, this is ooh.
Men are biologically incapable of understanding love and romance. To them, relationships are just friendship and naughties. Look at the upvotes it got.
Okay, so the post is, dude, romantic partners are just best friends you can sleep with, basically. That's me and my wife, lol. You say not romantically interested in her, but you describe being super close and also very attracted to her. It sounds to me like you're totally into her. Okay. Okay. Starting off, it's not the best definition of partners, but it's a definition. It's a definition. Not completely accurate to me, but it's a definition, I guess. Him and his wife, it's very cute that they're best friends. I just wanted to point that out. I was gonna harp on him for saying, oh, you say you're not romantically interested in her, but you're saying you're super close. And I was like, no, you can be super close to friends. You can be really, really close to friends. Like, you don't have to be romantically interested in friends to be close to them. What are you talking about? And then he said, also, you say that you're very attracted to her, and you're okay, yeah, no. If you're saying you're super close and you're very attracted to the person, you're into the person. Like, you just said it yourself. Am I missing something? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, personally, I can think of when I've been very close to someone and I thought they were very attractive, but I wasn't really into them. But, like, that was just me rationalizing. If I didn't have a brain and went from monkey thought, go, ooh, this person is attractive and I'm really close to them, I would have ended up with the person. But I have a brain and I can think like, for this, and this reason, we are definitely not compatible as people. And this partnership would never work out. Maybe it's that case. In that case, you gotta respect the dude's boundaries, okay? But if everything is aligned, they would work really well together. They're very attracted to each other, and they're super close. I'd say go for it, I guess. But only if she likes you back, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. Back to the person who reposted this comment.
I just asked him what he thinks about asexuality. I bet he's too much of a coward to respond.
Well, that's his definition of partner, right? And you can be asexual and still have a partner. So, as I said, this person's definition of partners isn't the best definition and can't really apply to everybody, but it's a definition. It's not completely off. Like, you could add a lot more to that, but the basics are there, you know? So yeah, in the case of asexuality, you can just swap out having intercourse with something else. like sharing a really strong emotional connection in a romantic sense. If you are allo-romantic and asexual, if you're aromantic, then you're not gonna have a romantic partner to begin with, because you're aromantic. You can have a sexual partner, but not a romantic one. So, yeah, no, it really depends from person to person. It's really hard to define these things. But yeah. And then this person comments, I get slammed for this, but romance and romantic love was invented as a tool for patriarchy to convince women to stay monogamous with crappy men. Romance was how subpar men without resources could woo women in the past. Look, convince them to come to their slaves. That last sentence did not make sense. But no, you're objectively wrong. I could stop there, but I'm not. People fall in love. That's a thing that happens. Okay. You can have romance aside from heterosexual relationships, so that disproves your theory. And there are a lot of heterosexual relationships that could very much disprove your theory, because they truly love each other and they feel like their life is better together, and they complete each other and they are so happy together. So yeah, no, you are just objectively wrong. Yeah. Wow, okay. To me, it's as simple as this. If it's your fault, I don't have to change. Men hate women because it's the easiest way to avoid admitting that all the problems they're facing are self-inflicted wounds. Okay. I will say a lot of the problems are self-inflicted wounds, not just for men. In each of our lives in general, a lot of the graves we have to jump in were dug by ourselves. But saying all problems that men face are dug by themselves, that is objectively wrong, okay? That is objectively wrong, because we live in a society. Oh no, we live in a society. Hoo-hoo. Yeah, no, we live in a society, and the society has rules, has a system that governs it, and that system is not very favorable to most people living in this society. So you can't just sit there and say all problems that someone faces are self-inflicted. Dude could literally be a child born from very impoverished parents that is like starving because the parents don't have enough money to buy food for the child. And that's not self-inflicted. Dude could be a child in Palestine at the moment. Okay, being a victim to, what's happening in Palestine. By the way, I forgot to mention this. I'm horrible at reading texts, and apparently the book stopped selling on September 1st. So that's why I'm not linking the book anymore, the coloring book, to help the children in Palestine. It stopped selling. The sale has ended. But you can still support people in Palestine by clicking the other link that I'm linking below always in the description, which is a Arab.org link. You can click that, and you can click the big button in the website once a day. It is completely free, and it donates on your behalf to the people in Palestine to help them. So just a reminder. But yeah, like a lot of stuff can happen to you that's not self-inflicted wounds. Not all the problems people are facing are self-inflicted. Okay? Most of the problems are probably not self-inflicted. So no, it's very nonsense of you to say that.
Men, when they get brutally, I don't know if I can say that word, but like inappropriately handled by their hot teacher, babysitter, or aunt. Women, when a man looks in her direction, oh no!
That is just insulting to everybody involved. This is straight up insulting to everyone involved, because this, I forgot the word in English. I know the word in Portuguese is banalizar. But this stupidifies. It takes out the seriousness in the violence that women suffer on a daily. Okay? By saying, no, they're just looking in their general direction and they're already making this pity party. No, by saying this, you're just making it harder for victims to come out to say what happened to them. You're being a horrible person. And then by like showing kids like unbothered, boys being unbothered by being assaulted, basically, it's normalizing the assault, and you shouldn't normalize assault. I don't know if this is a controversial opinion, but you really shouldn't normalize assault. Assault is not something you should normalize. It is something horrible that should not happen to people. Okay, and we have to stop it from happening to people. Crazy concept, I know. So like this is just a horrible meme in general. Okay, don't say any of this. All this is garbage. And our last one, we have Irina Zarutska's boyfriend shares his heartbreak, lashes out at unqualified judge who let suspect walk after Ukrainian refugee was butchered on Charlotte train. So basically, apparently this girl was on a train and got stabbed, and the dude got away. And her boyfriend is talking about how it's honestly horrible what happened. And honestly, I agree with him. It's horrible what happened. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for your loss, really. My condolences to the dude, to her family, to everybody. It is a horrible thing to be involved with and to know that happened. It is a horrible thing to happen in general, but it happens every day all around us. So it's especially horrible when it happens to someone close to you. And yeah, no, it's very sad. And in this very moment, I'm gonna have to swear, the absolute bag that is this mother, this disgusting piece of called Andrew Tate. Ugh. I'm gonna throw up just saying his name. Ugh. Anyways, this dude, this horrible, horrible person, says, "This is why women date rich men. When your boyfriend is too broke to save you from public transport and working in a pizza parlor, you get stabbed to death." Go f yourself, you piece of I'm sorry. Not to him, to you guys for having to hear all this honking. I'm sorry. To him, I hope he dies a very slow and painful death and suffers so much and then goes straight to hell and then suffers a lot more. I wish nothing but the worst for him, to be honest. You gotta be a different kind of horrible person to see someone grieving, to see someone going through such a horrible experience and be like, it's cause you're poor and a beta male. What is wrong with you? No, I know exactly what's wrong with him, but like, what the hell is wrong with you? What? Oh my god! So you see this young man lose his significant other and you think, let's attack this man's financial status. Exactly. Oh my god. Some people are actual, like, some people make the world worse by being on it. I can't even. Well, that was something of a video. Damn. Okay. Definitely a hard watch, I guess. Sorry. I am so sorry. But we have jokes to cheer you up. That's right. We got jokes here. I found one on the internet. I thought it was very funny. It is: I used to tell a joke about Orpheus and Eurydice, but looking back, it was not a great idea. If you know, you know. Greek mythology. It's great. I love it. And you know what? One more joke for y'all, cause y'all really went through it today. I'm so sorry. We got this wonderful, amazing joke from Zeno. Once again, thank you so much, Zeno. I love your jokes, and we really needed this one today. Right, guys? Yeah. Pun of the day. I accidentally went to bed with my contact lenses in the other night. My dreams have never been clearer. That's right. Amazing. Oh my god. And you know what? One more, because I'm feeling generous. I'm feeling very generous. We have another one here from Zeno. Where is it? I screenshotted it specifically to tell you guys. There we go. I love this one too. Pun of the day. My sister bet me $100 that I couldn't build a working car out of spaghetti. You should have seen her face as I drove past her. Amazing. Thank you so much. I don't know if I already said that joke, but I don't think I did. I don't know, but yeah, no, we really needed 3 jokes today. So yeah. Sorry for y'all. Sorry y'all got traumatized today with these very heavy posts. I swear next episode is gonna be so chill. It's gonna be so nice and chill. We're not gonna get into any drama at all. I can't promise that actually, but it's gonna be super positive. Okay, I found this new subreddit recently. That is. Oh, what's the name? Okay. Best of positive upvotes. Best of positive updates. So it's only positive updates to Reddit stories, and I'm so excited to dive into that. It's gonna be the next video, the next Reddit video, that is. So yeah. Don't worry, it's gonna be chill. I'm sorry for traumatizing you guys once again. And I hope you liked this video, even though it was heavy. I hope you enjoyed it. You had fun, as much fun as I did. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. If you have anything to say to me, please leave it in the comments. I love reading your comments, and I get so excited to read the comments and to reply to them. It's a very nice experience to me. I get really happy, and I love interacting with you guys. Y'all are great. I love you guys. Also, if you would like to subscribe, if you like the channel, please do subscribe. I play a lot of story-rich games, puzzle games, Lego games, and even read Reddit memes and stories sometimes, like today. So if you like that kind of content, maybe consider subscribing. That would be very nice. I would be really, really happy. And with that said, I hope you had a wonderful day. I do take pun suggestions in the comments. If you have any puns you'd like to tell me, please leave them in the comments. I love those. And I hope you have a wonderful, blessed, amazing rest of your day, rest of your week. You have a wonderful, beautiful, incredible week. All the best to you. And I will see you guys next week. Bye bye.